New Baki season is out. My favorite arc is finally made its way to the anime adaptation, and after a year of waiting we finally can look at Baki's journey to the Arizona prison to challenge Biscuit Oliva, as a part of his training before the fight with Yujiro Hanma, the strongest creature alive and at the same time Baki's lovely father. There are not as many fights in this season as in the previous one, but every fight is cool and must be seen. So let's look at the best fights of this season. Govaro is one of the two free men in the Arizona prison along with Biscuit Oliva. A new guy, a former professional fighter who never lost a fight before, challenged Jun to a fight for his title of the second free. He had never been so wrong before. First, Jun gives him a pistol, which he kindly borrowed from one of the guards, and lets him put a gun to his head. But without having time to think about pulling the trigger, Jun hits his balls with insane speed, leaving him laying on the floor in pain. After that they go to the gym to finish their controversy in a sumo fight. They come to each other, but the guy can't leave Jun, even with his huge size advantage. After that Jun just hits him with a sumo style harute, with the force of it pierced the fighter's eardrum, then pulls a piece of his own hair that he twisted into something like a needle before sticking it in the ear canal of the stunned prisoner, unwrapping the bundle of hair to wrap around the cochlea of the internal ear and finishing it by dexterously pulling the hair out, which slices up the cochlea to paralyze him with imbalance. After that, poor dude could not even stand on his feet, and Jun just leaves in a cool manner, taking a cigarette from the guard.
Plus, it is like super agile. It's trying to eat me. Stronger than I thought. It doesn't matter who my opponent is, whether I'm facing a human, a beast, or an insect.
Baki's unusual training method of shadowboxing while imagining that his opponent is actually with him ends up with Baki imagining fighting a giant 100kg praying Mantis who is far stronger than 200kg tiger or lion. When for real he fights an empty air, he still took a lot of damage from his imaginary opponent. In this unusual fight, Baki learned the Mantis style of fighting and other animals' way of fighting. Even if this fight was pretty weird, it still was fun to watch.
There you are. You got it? A martial art.
It's always so surprising how hard people's faces are.
The most unfair fight so far in the series, where three not really strong guys beat up one pretty strong guy. Iron Michael, even if he was a heavyweight boxing champ, had no chances against these three dirty bastards. But even if this fight was just a one-sided fight where the mouse overwhelmingly wins against the champion, I still enjoyed watching it. Mouse teamwork was insane, and how they finish in each other's sentences is awesome.
If we're to do it, I think we ought to do it tonight.
You seem to be quiet.
Well,
The performance that Jun gives us in this fight is extraordinary epic and fun. First of all, his appearance on the battlefield. He threw his windblower to the wall, saving his fellow Iron Michael, and then just rolled from the dark like a ball. It was hilarious. Mouth brothers are numpty in this scene, so am I. They surrounded Jun thinking that he is just a clown, but when they tried to attack him, as he did to Michael, Jun just peed on one of them and drew a circle around himself with his urine, laying it and let them attack. Their stumps on Jun's head do not do much damage, so Mouth surrounds him again. Already serious Jun and pissed Mouth brothers watching at each other. One of the brothers distracts Jun and the other two trying to attack Jun from behind just for Jun to annihilate one of them with a single punch that broke his teeth and sent him flying high enough to be bathed in a searchlight for a moment. Also, one of the brothers even ran away and urinated in fear. One of the funniest fights in Baki anime series so far, I like it very much.
He added to the puddles of urine.
I realize these punches are nowhere near enough to knock out the strongest fighter in America.
Though one of the two main fights in this season. First and second fighters in the prison defines who is stronger. At first they played the loser-lose game, where both fighters should hold on to opposite ends of a handkerchief and trade blows. If you let go, you lose. The one who releases the handkerchief, the loser, also loses his honor. But then things got serious and both fighters started to trade punches. In the end, Oliva punched Jun so hard that all the GPS of the world started to shake and malfunction. He defended his title as Unchained and the real free man at the Arizona prison, leaving no doubt of who is the strongest in this place right now. The fight was fun to watch, but there are not many techniques or some fighting moves that were used. Just one guy beats another guy with full strength. First Jun punching Oliva, then Oliva punching Jun, and so on, until Oliva got serious and destroyed Jun with a single punch. I want more! Two insanely strong characters fighting each other and all we get is just simple punch trading. Said. But what we can expect from Oliva, who knows only the Hulk smash technique?
Come and carry Mr. Govaro out of here. Be respectful and take great care with him, you hear? This mere boy, who's even less than half my size, is actually trying to push me back. No, he's doing it. This boy, who's over 200 pounds lighter than me, he's pushing me back. He's pushing America back.
And finally the fight for which this season was needed at all. Baki finally gets what he wanted to, a fight against Unchained. This fight was truly epic. 4 prison walls as well as a steel door were destroyed by Oliva by using Baki's body. Baki's demon back was activated in this fight and Baki knocked down Oliva in 0.5 seconds. Oliva used his meatball technique and simply ate Baki with his body, and at the end both just straight blows until one falls, destroying everything around them. Truly an epic fight in Oliva's style, pure strength against pure strength.
Oliver won't be defeated. With technique or with knowledge. It's gotta be strength. Just keep pushing him back. Just keep pushing through. All the way to the far wall and beyond.
Thank you for watching, leave a comment down below which fight was your favorite, leave a like and subscribe for more. Bye.
In the seat of corruption, me say many sit. Look like fun corruption, them a benefit.